Hello, it's Jean and Stitches with Kept in Stitches, and this is my week in review from the Stitching Cottage, sharing with you everything that I have worked on or completed in the past week. And Stitches has helped a little, but she's very sleepy right now. But anyway, welcome. Come on in. Let's see what I've been working on this past week. And I'm going to put Stitches down real quick so she can take her nap. Okay, I'm back. Excuse me. But first of all, let me see. What all have I been working on this past week? First of all, I did get my concentric log cabin quilt layered and basted so that it is ready to be hand quilted. I will be hand quilting this one. So that I was able to get done and have ready. And then I also, as you know, I'm still working on the Heart and Hand Day Complete Round Robin Quilt Challenge. And this week it was round number 3, and the vote for that was hourglass blocks. So this is what I came up with for adding on the hourglass blocks all the way around the quilt. And I added in some plain blocks in between to give it a little bit more interest. And then I alternated the direction that the hour blocks were also. But that is that round. And then I added on a narrow border around that just to make sure that everything is squared up and ready for the next round, round number 4, which is the final round. And I wanted to make sure it was all nice and square before adding on that final round. And of course, you, my viewers, did vote on what is going to be done for that 4th and final round, and the vote came out as piano key and embroidery. So I am going to combine both the piano key and embroidery for the final border going around the Heart and Hand Day Complete Round Robin quilt. So stay tuned for that. I should have that done, hopefully, by next week. That is the plan, and that is how I have scheduled it, but we shall see. Since there's some embroidery work, it may take a little bit longer, but hopefully it will be done by Friday, actually. And then the next thing that I worked on was an old whip revisited that I have shown on here before, and there were a couple questions about it, so I decided maybe it was time to get that back out and work on it again, which is this needle book that some of you may remember. And it's not finished yet, not together, it still is in the layers, but everything that was on there is now stitched down, so nothing is flopping in the breeze or falling around anymore. It's all stitched down, and as you can see here, I am starting to work on some of the embroidery decorative stitching embellishments. So hopefully the plan is to also have this finished this next week. It's a fun little project to work on. I don't know why I keep setting it aside. Well, I know why I keep setting it aside. It's because I have so many other projects that I also work on. But really enjoying working on this one again, and hope to get that finished this week. And then the next, which you may recall from the past, is my long time gone quilt, which I'm not going to open the entire thing. You have seen it before, and it's way too big to show it all to you anyway. But I am getting ready to quilt that, and I did not like it just finishing with this scrappy border, so I decided to add black borders all the way around the quilt also. And so now that is ready to also be layered and I will be hand quilting this one also. I will be hand quilting this in the big stitch style though, so should be interesting and fun. Hopefully I'll be able to show some of that to you as I work on that. So I also got that done, and then let me see. Oh, okay. We have a block of the month that is going on for those in the Facebook group. And the first block for that, a little bit late, but it's not the end of January yet. You have plenty of time to catch up and work on it. But the first block for that is this Bountiful block. And I have pulled and chosen the majority of the fabrics that I will be using for my block of the month, and have that all ready to go, ready to cut for the first block. And those of you that are interested in that, you can find that in the file section in my private Facebook group, which is Captain Stitches and Friends. And of course, the link for that is always in the description box below that you can click on and request to join at any time. One of the other things that we are also doing in that group is there are a lot of cross stitchers in my group, so I have shared with them a free pattern that I found, which is this beautiful rose, and we are going to be working on that as a cross stitch along in the group. So I have everything that I need pulled and ready to go and start in this little old just cross stitch binder that I have. And I also have my Adia cloth fabric prepared for that, and in my stretch roller frame, so that I am ready to start stitching on that. So that is also something, we'll leave that laying out over there. So that is another one of the things that I was able to work on and get ready to start stitching on this week. And I completed all of the blocks for the Jellied Charm quilt. That is the one that we are doing as our quarterly quilt along project through the YouTube channel and also in the Facebook group. You will find the pattern in the file section for that as well. But those are all completed, and I also have the first two rows stitched together. And yes, that is Tula Pink fabric. Not the colors and the style that I normally work with, but hey, it's fun to work outside of the box once in a while. Do something a little different. So that was also completed. And I believe that is everything, other than, you know, a few odds and ends, of course, always working on little things around the cottage, which one of the major ones this week, and that was, those of you that know me, I am not a techie person. I am not, tech just eludes me for some reason, probably because I just don't have the time to sit down and really study it. But I have been working on different use of cameras and camera angles and some of the streaming software that there is out there, hopefully to improve and make my tips and demonstrations, and when I am stitching, improvements on that, so you can see better what I am doing while I am doing that. So you will have to bear with me as I work out all the glitches that come along with that, but I'll get there. Just give me time. Just like quilting, we have to learn one stitch at a time, one project at a time, and make a few mistakes along the way. It's okay. It'll happen. It'll get there. So I've also been working on that and a little more. Always organizing. But I hope that you have enjoyed seeing what I have been able to work on in the Stitching Cottage this past week. I know that some of you are stitching along on some of these projects with me, and I hope that you share your progress on those in the Facebook group that I know a lot of you are also in. So thanks again. I hope that I've inspired some of you to get something done in your sewing room, and I will see you again very soon. In the meantime, take care. Have a great Sunday evening. Cheer on those football teams. And in the meantime, I can keep you in stitches. Bye-bye, everyone.